Hey buddies, I'm here at PAX 2013 with
Nathan Mello from Capy.
From Capy, and they're still working on Super Time Force.
Nice.
Says that we're going to get to play with it in around 2013, and it'll finally not be on the PAX Entertainment system anymore.
I like how you snuck that in there. That was slick, man. But, we're still working, but we're crunching away and trying to get it out as soon as we can.
I allowed myself to play it for like, you know, maybe about 5 minutes on the show floor, but then because of our show, I want it to be fresh. I'm staying away from this thing from now on.
Yeah.
One of the things I want to ask is that cartoon that was done for the trailer. Are you guys going to flesh out more with that? Because I'm seeing that on Adult Swim.
Dude, we're a game studio, but we love animation, like Adventure Time, and like that kind of stuff really inspires us a lot.
Right.
And we happen to have a bunch of really crazy talented 2D animators that would love to keep doing it. You might see a new trailer pretty soon, actually.
I want to. I want it to become a series or like something like...
a breakfast cereal, maybe?
Why the hell not?
I want to make some breakfast cereal. I'm not kidding though. I
think you might end up stretching yourself a little thin.
Yeah.
Though. Yeah. I think that's like maybe like
game studio / animation studio / breakfast cereal studio. We can do that.
Economics 101 says you can't do that, even with time travel.
Vertical integration, man.
Speaking of time travel, you were telling me about how there are development snafus with time travel. Specifically, you wanted to put in some sort of multiplayer element, but every time, it just fucks with your head too much.
The thing about time travel, like everybody's seen Back to the Future, you've seen I've seen it. Like, you don't want to end up in a scenario where you're face to face with yourself or your mom's trying to kiss you. Like,
I still don't know how to get my mom to kiss me.
Yeah. And scene. The thing about time travel, especially when you're talking about it in like game format, is like all the basic things that you take for granted. Like, oh, what if like this guy just opens a door and that door stays open until he leaves? When you can have like 10,000 copies, or in our case 30 copies of yourself
you might be,
all at the same time.
That might be projecting a little high there, 10,000.
Let's do it, 10,000, 20,000.
It's string theory, why not? Anything goes.
When you're dealing with like timelines and the ability to change time and rewind, everything that you do has to kind of fit within a string of time. And when we do even simple stuff like leave a door open until a character walks through and then close it, well, there could be like 5 characters walking through, and what if the door was opened by one character and then closed by another, or an enemy that shouldn't be out there sneaks through the door? And so all the things that you think are like really basic.
You could even end up kissing yourself.
Yeah.
Or in another like number of things.
Action Butcher, butterfly effect, like it's crazy, man. You saw what happened to that. You didn't see that.
No, I didn't.
Saw that. No. Terrible.
Did you have to do some research on time traveling movies? Like, did you watch a lot of Back to the Future before this?
We didn't have to, but we totally did.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
How many other ones did you do?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of like the other like big time travel examples that I have.
I can't even think of one either.
But there's
Terminator.
Time Cop. Oh yeah, we watched like 17 times. We didn't do any work for like 3 weeks. We just watched Time Cop.
Is there any like referential humor in there for those movies and time travel?
The whole game. So Dan Bader, who's the writer on the project, been with us forever, wrote a lot of our games. He's a huge film buff. He actually used to run a film theater when he was like 18. In a small town in Ontario.
He's qualified.
Yeah, he's qualified. Yeah. So like it's crammed full of a lot of like references to our favorite joke movies, and like the thing about the game is it's meant to be like a really like, you know, run and gun, fun, kind of thoughtful, crazy, messed up platformer, but it's also like just as much about the jokes that are in there, and that's the stuff that we love.
If there's jokes in there, there must be like a bit of a story in there and some character to these guys, right?
Absolutely. But the Super Time Force are this like crack squad, and their Colonel Rapitsky is in charge of Super Time Force, and he's like, so the demo that we're showing off here, he really wants to watch cat videos on YouTube, but the computer tells him that he needs the plugins and the upgrades. So he sends the Super Time Force into the future to download all of the plugins and all of the upgrades.
Yes, I was hoping kind of that YouTube didn't exist yet, so he invented time travel to go to where YouTube existed. But that's just as
We're
good.
just gonna go, well,
that's awesome.
Copyright Capy 2013, that idea.
You guys are in Toronto, right?
We're straight out of Canada, man.
And you did Swords and Sorcery.
Yep.
And anything else in the pipeline, you think, or are you just concentrating right now?
Super Time Force is actually one of 3 projects that we're working on right now. The other 2 are like the 2014, 2015 style, like a little bit larger projects in some cases.
How big's your team?
We're 24 people.
24.
And we work on, usually we work like 3 to 12 people on a team.
That's a pretty big indie team, though.
It's a lot of, I mean, that's how we roll. We love having a big group of people that can like jam on ideas together, and then splitting that team up into like a bunch of smaller teams so that everybody can like really be working on a game rather than just having them.
It's going to be released on floppy disk, right? I've seen some of these going around, if you don't mind.
Those are the, there's not too many of those left.
How does this work?
So, there's 200 copies of these in existence. Steam product code for all of our games that are on Steam. And then on this disc is a PAX exclusive, floppy disk exclusive video game called Capy Racing GP. And it's like an Outrun style 16-bit SNES racer.
And you will never allow that to be released anywhere else?
After you buy it, you can do whatever the hell you want with it.
Okay, there you go.
No, we don't like the DRM.
We're going to have to buy one of these if they're available.
There's like 6 left.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, so we hope that people we hope that the discs work because they're floppies and you never really know.
Where did you even go to get floppy disks mass produced?
So we just asked people from Capy to like go back to their parents' house because everybody's mom has a whole bunch of floppies, right?
These are actually used discs with stickers put over. Possibly used to have like text adventures on them.
We had to format them because some people's like parents' tax info was on it and shit. No, it was awesome.
So if you're really techie, you might be able to glean that information out of there and get like
totally
20-year-old tax information for mother of 2.
Our QA lead's mom's identity if you want.
All right, thanks. Thanks for talking to me.
Cheers, bud.
And good luck.
Thanks a lot, man. We'll see you soon.
Cool, dude. Nice. Yeah, I want one of these.